So I can tell from that statement, but more so from our conversation before we started to record, that you have no issue, Chris, with Ohio State finishing sixth in the country in the final poll and Oklahoma one spot ahead of them.
No, I have no issue with that at all. I think it's, I think that if anybody has issue with anything, it's that Ohio State got to the playoff.
Yeah, so we could argue that certainly, but we both agree that Penn State earned that right to get to the playoff. In terms of Oklahoma finishing ahead of Ohio State, and what do rankings matter at that point? It's a matter of pride and bragging rights between fan bases, but Ohio State winning that game in Norman by 3 touchdowns early in the season, then also getting to the college football playoff based on a very difficult schedule in the Big Ten. I just think it's ridiculous that the rankings came out that way. That was a bit odd.
Yeah, but no one judges the rankings on, when they fill out their polls, it's not like everybody put Oklahoma one spot ahead. That's where the average came out, unfortunately. So there's not like, I don't know. It must have mean that a lot of people at Ohio State much lower than 6th. So that's the way the average came out. You can't do anything about it. It's not like the everybody got together in a room and actively put Ohio State one spot behind Oklahoma. That didn't happen. So I think that's a testament of how the teams were playing at the end of the year.
Yeah, those were voters who overemphasized the debacle that Ohio State suffered against Clemson. But Clemson, of course, proved to be what we think to be the best team in the country, certainly one of the top 2, and the national champion.
I think there might have been some voter frustration that Ohio State was in that game to begin with.
Yeah, they could have been playing in the Rose Bowl